Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm so excited about today's video. Today we are going to do a video on how to make a beauty guru intro for your YouTube video or just an intro video in itself. But before we get into that, I want you to click that subscribe button, that bell notification, and give this video a thumbs up. Now into the video. The very first app that we're going to touch is Pics Art app. You're going to tap the purple plus sign at the bottom of the page when you first open the app, and then just search a background that you want for your intro video. I usually type in pink aesthetic background, Tumblr background. Once you find it, you'll click on tools and crop, and then scroll over to where it says YouTube so you can make it YouTube size. After you make it YouTube size, you'll save it to your camera roll and go into the Cute Cut app. So what you're going to want to do is make a new movie, and I'm going to call this one example. Looks like I already used that one, so we'll do example 2. You'll click done, and then you're going to choose the picture that you chose in Pics Art, and this is the one that I chose, this blue and green looking wave one that I really liked. From there, you'll tap on the picture twice in the sequence and then stretch the video out to about, most people do 10 to 15 seconds. I do 20 seconds just to be safe because you can always cut later on. After that, you'll just save the video and export it in 1080p, and it will just save it to your camera roll. After that, we're going to go into the Pocket Video app. You'll click on new and then YouTube vlog. From there, you'll click on the little plus sign, you'll click add photo, video sticker and then you will drag in the video that you just created in Cute Cut. And as you can see, it now is a video in your sequence, but the very first thing I do is add a transition. So I go to video sticker, add, and then I click on YouTube. So what I usually type in is beauty guru intro green screen, or in this case I typed in intro green screen, and it's gonna pull up a bunch of different transition options for your intro that you could use. I pretty much just scroll through, I watch some of them. You can like preview each one and see if it's something that you would like, and then eventually I find something. It usually takes me forever. Looks like I really liked this one, so you do have to wait for it to load. Sometimes it takes a very long time, sometimes it loads up pretty quickly. You just never know. This one actually wasn't bad. So I'm gonna just start where the transition actually starts, and there's a button that says in and out that you will see. So what this means is you're gonna click in for when you want the transition to start, and you'll press out for where you want it to end. Once you get that figured out where it looks for start to end, you'll click the done button up at the top, and it will just throw it back into your sequence. Now to get the green screen off, you're gonna click on mask and then green screen. And then I usually just use my fingers to pinch the transition to fill up the entire frame. And then this is the very first transition, so we weren't worried about cue now. But this is what the transition looks like. I actually blew the transition up with my fingers a lot bigger because I want the text to go inside of that box, and I want it to be very big. So I just click on text, and I just type in my channel name, Campaige Way, and just find the font that I want. I usually do the Emalistic. I totally butchered that name, but I go with that font, as you can see, and I just stretch it out to fit the entire box. From there, you're gonna press Q, and what Q is, it's exactly what we just did with the in and out. When you are queuing something in this app, it means where do you want your transition to start and where do you want your transition to end so that you can move on to the next transition. So I just basically go through and figure out where I want my transition to start, and then I figure out where I want it to end, and now I'm just kind of replaying it to myself to make sure that it looks good. I'm going to go ahead and add in my next transition. So I'm going to go into video sticker, add, and then YouTube. And this time I want to add in the cool subscribe button with the mouse clicking on it that you see in everyone's intro videos. I want that in mine. So I'm going to type in subscribe button, click, green screen, and on the YouTube. And once I find the one I want, I usually go with the same one every time. It's the very first one. I just let it load, and I just basically cue it again. So press where I want it to start, I'll press in, and then where I want it to end, add out. So it looks like it starts about here. And now we just have to kind of figure out where it ends at. So I let it play through and it stops right there. So I clicked out there, done. It'll pull it up with the green screen. Click mask, green screen. Use your fingers to pinch it out. And then I click Q, and right now I'm just making sure that the transition starts after the beginning Campaige way box. So I click Q and started it where it needs to, about right here, and then I ended right here as soon as the YouTube logo flies out into the distance. So I used my fingers to pinch it out to fit the full screen. Now I'm just watching it to make sure that everything starts when it's supposed to. Perfect. So this looks great. I am now going to go into the very next transition. So I just go back into video sticker and just go in with my next transition, but I'm going to click camera roll this time, and I created my own video sticker. I took an image of myself, made it into a PNG, and I put an icon on up above my head and made it into a video sticker that winks and moves. So if you are interested in learning how I make motion pictures and how I make my pictures move and wink and smile, and how I put icons on them, I can do a whole separate video on how I do it. You get to see in this video how I put it in the video, but if you want a whole video on how I create it, just let me know down in the comment section. So once I put the video sticker in, once again, mask, green screen, and then cue it to start right after the subscribe and bell transition. And then I want text underneath my picture, so that's basically what I'm doing right now. I just click text, type in my channel name, Campaige Way, and you have to cue the text because the text will start, everything will automatically start from the very beginning of the transition. So you want to make sure that you cue everything, even the text. So I'm cueing the text right when my picture pops up, and I want it to end right when my picture disappears. So this is what it looks like. I'm just making sure everything looks the way that it's supposed to. And that looks perfect. I just need to move the text, center it some more, and then it'll look perfect. And that looks like it looks pretty good. So when you are finished with your intro video and you like the way that it looks, you can finish it, but I think I want to add one more transition, and I want to add the glitch stars, the famous glitch stars that you see in so many people's intro videos. So back to a video sticker once again, add, and then YouTube. I just type in glitch stars green screen, and it was the very first thing that pops up. So right now I'm cueing it on where I want it to end at, and then I'm gonna just click done, and it'll pop up once again, mask green screen, and then pinch it to fit the full screen. And then the most important part is to cue where you want the stars to start and where you want them to end. So if you want to start from beginning to end, just cue it from beginning to end. However, I want it to start where my picture pops up with Campaige way. So I'm gonna start it where my picture pops up and then end it when my picture goes away. So that's what I'm doing. So right now I'm just watching it to make sure that everything stars look. Once you are happy with your video, you can just click finish in the top right corner, and then it'll render the video. From there, you'll just click save video. I want you to also keep in mind, well, it'll save to your camera roll once you click save to video. Some of the transitions you'll find has audio attached to them. If you do not want the audio attached to the videos, you can just go in the app, there's a volume button, you can turn it down, or when you drag it to your video editor, you can easily just delete the audio off of the intro video. But this is my finishing touches. If you want to see more editing videos in the future, let me know down in the comments section. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.